Hello everyone, my name is Kim Crane. Welcome back to my channel. I'm an intuitive healer and spiritual teacher, and actually that second part is all I really care about because just to talk to you a little bit about this, healing is actually a side effect of knowing what you really are. I don't actually heal anybody. That's not possible. Nobody could do that. It's the energy that allows for that to happen is present within all things. So that means it's present within me, it's present within my client, and where there's an agreement, then that work can occur, that healing can occur, that frequency, that shift into a higher frequency, and the release of an old pattern can happen of its own when there's that agreement. And sometimes that agreement isn't known consciously. There are many things that you don't know consciously in the conscious mind, because that is the most limited aspect of you. So I'm always talking to everyone about frequency and energy and vibration, because that's all that exists. So these lower frequencies of the ego mind, which is how the little self thinks of itself, and how the little self thinks of you is as this small personality and living in a world where everything's happening outside of you, and there's good and bad, and light and dark, and all of this idea of duality is all this. Actually, it's just one frequency, and there are many other frequencies, many other higher vibrations that you can spend more time in. So this is what I came to realize after working with myself in my own process of loving and forgiving and accepting myself unconditionally. So that's the one thing that the little ego is never comfortable with. It always says, if you could say that phrase to yourself, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Now I want you to hear that phrase and imagine yourself saying it, or try to say it to yourself. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Now, most of you probably feel like you couldn't even say that, because that's not remotely true. Or you immediately think of all the things that you have to change before you could actually say that you love and accept yourself exactly as you are. But that's what love is unconditional acceptance of what is. And the reason why that's safe, and I'm just going up into a higher vibrational frequency as this information is being relayed to you energetically. So this space where love, where there's no judgment, that's what unconditional means, no conditions. This place where there's no judgment, and you're allowed to express and process any of these patterns and any of these inhibitions and any of these things that have been, any of these limitations that you have let the little self present to and for you. And in that presentation of that little self, it is only one little aspect of you, only one little frequency. And that's where your attention has been for so long, that you think it's you. And so we have to move into this place. So the only way to really move up in frequency and to be where you really belong and are at home all the time, and have a feeling of safety, but also of expectation and excitement and joy and all those things, is to allow whatever seems to be right now to be. So you can start to work with your own energy this way. So you can allow, when you think of something, or when something triggers you into a particular feeling, allow yourself to observe, to notice that feeling without turning away from it, without saying it should or shouldn't be there, without pushing or pulling on it in any way. To start to really allow yourself to let that feeling be there. And one way that you can work with that is you can feel it in your body. Find where that feeling is in your body when you have that thought, when that thought comes to you about that situation that makes you uncomfortable, that person that you feel like you don't like, and reminds you of something you don't like about yourself. And we want you just to go down into your body and feel where your body has a reaction to that situation or that thought. Even just the thought of the situation can bring that feeling back into your body and into your awareness. So go into that space where you feel that and take an inhale. Feel it as much as you can. Constrict your muscles in that area if you can, and feel that feeling as much as you can. And exhale, release it. So releasing it is your choice. So not everything feels like your choice, does it? It feels like things happen to you and you never wanted that, or you wouldn't have chosen that, or here we go. Sound like the same old judgment again, doesn't it? Because it is. All of those ways of trying to justify the feelings and trying to use your mind to do it, that really works against ever allowing yourself to be free of it. So actually it's the only way you can keep it, is to continue to resist it by giving it to the mind to try to figure out, or to try to give you a better thought, to try to replace the crappy one that you don't like. And that obviously that doesn't work. If it worked, then everyone would be, thin, rich, and happy, because that's all people do all day long, is try to use thoughts to correct other thoughts. But that's not really how that works. Thinking mind can only produce more thoughts. It doesn't bring you to another frequency where those thoughts no longer have that kind of power. So that may have been a bit much, or it may have been not enough for you. Whatever the case, I would love to hear from you. And we'll definitely talk more about how to work with energy and how to come to realize yourself as the sovereign being of light and love that you are, in need of nobody's permission to be the full expression of yourself here. And that is all that I care about. And so I look forward to working with all of you as I have worked with you even now. So thank you. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.